It's been a crazy week in crypto, and let's face it, it's a tough time for the Bitcoin Maxi Brigade. Why? Well, just as they were celebrating Bitcoin Day, yay, Bitcoin Day, this happened. The financial cartel stepped in. Mass liquidations, fear and panic everywhere. Or was it? Because while history would tell us the Bitcoin dominance should spike as people rush to protect their capital, it didn't. The altcoins had other ideas, specifically layer ones. That's because crypto is in the grip of layer 1 mania right now. Solana, Phantom, Cosmos, AVAX, Elrond, and even Algorand are all waking up in a serious way. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. In this video, we take a look at Bitcoin and price potential for the remainder of this cycle. Altcoins are pumping despite Bitcoin slumping. For any Bitcoin maximalists who refuse to invest in anything but Bitcoin, this must be one tough orange pill to swallow. But let's get something straight. I love Bitcoin, and it's easily our most valuable holding here at BitBoy Crypto. I believe it's the number one store of value there is, and the most significant innovation of our time. What I can't stand is the hardline Bitcoin maxis. Why? Well, not only are they closed-minded and anti-innovation, they literally want every other crypto project to fail. Plus, they actively enjoy seeing regular people get wrecked. Like it's some kind of moral justice for investing in anything other than Bitcoin. So my thoughts and prayers have been with them this week.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
I mean, it must be pretty tough when even mainstream outlets like Forbes are asking the multi-trillion-dollar question. Is Bitcoin losing its position as the crypto market's leader? Because it would be impossible to answer that without addressing the bigger picture. After all, this is a huge week, a historic week, something we could only dream of a few years ago. A sovereign nation has officially made Bitcoin legal tender. And look, President Bukele might be a divisive figure. There's no denying this guy has serious machismo. This guy wears a sash like he's a senator from Krypton. Anyways, with him setting the historic precedent, there's been a lot of talk about which countries could be next in line. Places like Panama, Argentina, maybe even Cuba. But reports this week suggest that Ukraine could be next, with laser-eyed President Volodymyr Zelensky ready to go all in on crypto. First step was legalization earlier this month, which he hopes will help Ukraine become a blockchain magnet for specialists around the world. But experts believe they could be gearing up to make Bitcoin legal tender as soon as September 2023. Just as Bukele hopes to move El Salvador out from under the dollar, Ukraine could be looking to crypto as an escape hatch from the overbearing influence of Russia. And this is what crypto is all about: economic sovereignty. For individuals and now even nations alike. For countries under the control of the powers that be, the IMF, the World Bank, not to mention the financial cartel, Bitcoin and crypto in general are fast becoming a hot ticket to genuine independence. This might be music to the ears of the crypto supporters, but it's a serious headache for the fiat maximalists. People like Steve Hanke, you know, that guy that shouts on the TV all the time? He's been up to the usual hanky-panky this week, tweeting his super repetitive list of countries he wants to see dollarize, which is a bit like inviting people onto the Titanic, but a Titanic that is captained by a legit pirate, Janet the Felon Yellen. Not such an easy sell these days. You know my position. I believe the dollar index will go up as deflation kicks in pretty soon. But it's not a long-term hold, people. You hold it to buy more crypto. Hanke disagrees. He's even spreading FUD about how crypto adoption could help the Taliban escape U.S. sanctions. Ever think about the regular folk in Afghanistan trying to escape Taliban sanctions, Steve? Clearly no, because he literally only thinks about the dollar. And it's why he's trying to freak everyone out by calling crypto a cult. Though in his defense, he's half right. There is a cult in crypto, and it's called maximalism. While the Bitcoin maxis don't agree with people like Hanke on economic issues, they do share one thing in common. They're all morons. Unlike the BitSquad. So do us a solid and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button so I don't think you're an idiot. Anyway, we've got to have some nuance here because there's a wide spectrum of maximalists out there. You've got the hardliners, but also the moderates, people like Michael Saylor, someone who doesn't actively want other cryptos to fail, just think Bitcoin is the only name in the game. Or as he puts it,
which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best.
Anyway, he just announced another huge Bitcoin purchase for MicroStrategy. 5,050 Bitcoin to the tune of $242.9 million cash, bringing their total holdings to just over 114,000 Bitcoin. It's roughly a Bitcoin bought every 5 minutes for the past 400 days with an average entry price of about $27,000. Yep, if Bitcoin is the digital equivalent of Manhattan real estate, then he's fastly becoming the apex predator of landlords. He's probably going to buy that 300K hot dog cart that sets up next to Central Park on the next dip. Which brings us to the macro strategy, the bigger picture at play. Because while recent price action has been as skittish as the Falcons in the red zone, all around me are familiar faces. This is often the time to buy. Buy the fear, sell the greed. So easy to say, much harder to do. But it's exactly what on-chain analysis shows us the whales are doing. I've said it before, forget the charts and look at what's actually going on behind the scenes. It's the beauty of blockchain. We can see where the smart money is flowing. Michael Saylor might tell everyone he passes in the street how much Bitcoin he has, but as Will Clemente pointed out, whales have increased their stack by 103,600 Bitcoin in the last 3 weeks. Saylor bought over 5,000 of those, bought the other 98,500. Guess we'll find out. But I wouldn't be surprised to hear some major announcements coming this quarter. Willie Woo's another nice Bitcoin maxi, and he just shared some pretty cool facts about on-chain data. First of all, he explains that retail drives macro cycles. When retail stack their sats at an increased rate, as they're doing right now, is the fundamentals saying we are in the middle of a bull market. The middle of a bull market. When we see this kind of sharp uptrend among retail investors, as shown by these arrows here, it's pretty much always followed by a parabolic run, the kind we've not seen yet this cycle. Secondly, watch the whales. I repeat, watch the whales. They think coins are cheap right now. They're playing the long game, but also see a major rally ahead. When we get this kind of uptick in activity from the whales, it's historically been in anticipation of serious gains. The pump before the dump. After all, who else are they going to sell their coins to when the retail FOMO kicks in? Not the BitSquad. You guys are way too smart for that. Data from CryptoQuant also shows that we've seen almost 1.2 billion Bitcoin coming off exchanges, which are showing levels of reserves last seen in early May. This could mean we're about to see a sell-side liquidity crisis, a supply squeeze that would see prices rally. So what's next? Does Bitcoin need to construct more pylons in order to make those 100K gains? Well, in the short term, who knows? Could blast on up or come back down to test the low 40s. So be prepared and don't freak out if we do. But coming back to the matter of Bitcoin dominance in the space, clearly the maxis will be proved right on one thing. We're probably going to $1 million at some point several cycles from now. We agree on that. But what's playing out right now that's so interesting and which they absolutely hate is the decoupling. Not of Ethereum, which is what we've been talking about for years, but the entire ecosystem of ETH competitors, the layer ones, which have seen some face-melting gains while Bitcoin was dumping or simply trading in a range. It shows that the narrative is changing. The maxis understand perfectly half of what's going on. Namely, that Bitcoin does one thing better than anything else so far. It stores value. Nobody who ever held it for more than 4 years ever lost money. That's why the whales are scooping it up like never before. But it's not the only horse in the race now. That's shifting. It's a race of innovation in ways Bitcoin just can't compete, period. For everyone in crypto, something we can all be getting seriously excited about. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good way out.